Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of What If Theory. This is part 4 of East versus West. We have the rebellion right here. We have no other rebellions, and it's clear. It looks like the West is losing land from here. They've taken Boise, they've taken California. What is the next state? Montana? That would cut them off from Oregon and Washington. Or if they just go straight for Utah, we'll find out here on What If Theory. Okay, new borders have happened off camera. I'm just gonna erase all that. Small little scrimmages across the border. So far, it's keeping a stalemate. Here. New borders happen over there too. Well, basically new borders. They take Carson City and Boise. I felt like it wasn't really interesting because to take Carson City, they just invaded, killed 3,000. Went out. Now let's talk about Illinois. This state had the Springfield mayor and most of Chicago's Rockford, Freeport, Galesburg, East St. Louis, Granite City, are all the mayors are there, but the governor stays with the government. Now let's find out what happens. Illinois, city by city, is leaving because the governor can't do anything about it. It's under his jurisdiction, though, because it's in his state. But as arid free towns over here, they quickly, sometimes, already went there. When the invasion of Missouri and Iowa happened in the beginning of the war on the other side, most of these towns stopped soldiers from coming in. Most of these towns over here stopped soldiers from coming in, and that's why they couldn't hold it. But quickly they just flew in over the state of Illinois because they weren't able to. But then, bit by bit, most towns were leaving, and then Alton mayor convinced Springfield mayor to join the western states, saying they're going to win. The California rebellion is not going to do anything. But the California rebellion is stronger than the whole state. So if the California rebellion even got close to Illinois, they would run. The governor was still there, but election day was coming. The president's 2 terms were over, and the governor's two terms were over. The governor couldn't run, and he trying to get a lot of support for the Republican Party, because the Republican Party wanted to stay here. The mayor of Springfield, still under him as mayor. The only reason people were voting for the Democrat Party, which was the mayor of, got it? It was a Republican that was the governor's brother, or the Democrat that was the mayor of Springfield. They both went out in a full-on, negotiations. Yeah. And here's the thing. The governor was still governor because it hasn't happened yet. So what he did, the only reason they were voting for him is because he was mayor and he had power. Boom. Fired out of office. No longer mayor, just somebody with a job. He's no longer mayor. Now, everybody was surprised, and the votes didn't turn. He was still running, and he still was the former mayor. So what would happen? We'll find out in a little bit. Now let's talk about states leaving. Texas quickly with Western wanted to join them until military control apprehended Dallas, Houston, and Austin, taking the state and only leaving a small bit left to fight for the Texas Rebellion that actually wanted to join back with California Rebellion because there was the family's governor, the governor's family moved out of Austin to San Antonio, then moved to California to help the rebellion, and they wanted to help the rebellion too. They had the same causes, just they needed help. Quickly, this area over here in the rebellion fell to the western states. But they still have these two states under control. Well, basically under control. But a quick small invasion happened. They would invade here, and they invaded a small little bit area, but the governor of California, which was eastern states control, didn't like it because it took his ground that was independent to California. Now, Texas, right there. Illinois, right there. Okay? And over here, New Mexico. Liking Texas's claims, joined them. Whole state was bombarded. If you guys don't know, World War II, they tested it in New Mexico. They still had tiny factories of nuclear bombs. They were still producing them for something, I don't know, for the United States. After this quick civil war was over, whoever won wanted those bombs. One bomb in Roswell, New Mexico went off. 30,000 died. It was in the suburban area of it. 30,000 died. 20,000 were on the edge of the city, downtown of Roswell. And New Mexico felt it was the western states' fault because they were controlling factories. Whole state left the Union, but that didn't stop them from Colorado regiments, Texas regiments, and Arizona regiments. Arizona regiments were split up. Arizona regiments were sent on here after the city, Carson City, was under siege and couldn't contact anybody. So Arizona troops had to come over here and here. Now, this is where it gets interesting. They covered them in to a big line. After 3 months of fighting, they only got that far. Let me redraw this area. Only that far. That far in the corner. Could have took Santa Fe. They wanted the lower half to get easier Arizona troops into Texas to fight a desert war. Because they thought it was hot, steamy, and Arizona troops would know how that feels. Since they have the hottest city in the United States, Phoenix. But let's talk about Illinois again. Bit by bit, the Democratic Party went up, closer and closer to beating the Republican Party. But then one governor in Arkansas spoke out against the Democratic Party. Fear of losing them to the eastern states, they pulled out all of the states. All the states' mayors were fired and gone, and the Democratic Party gave up, went all the way back home. And now Springfield was under Eastern. But Arkansas spoke out against the Democratic Party, which was also speaking out against the Western states, which Arkansas was occupation. In the beginning of this war, it was in Mississippi. Yes, most states, this is how it went in the beginning of the war. Mississippi blocked them off. Louisiana, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas still sided with them. Louisiana taken by control. Oklahoma taken by control. Missouri fled out to Illinois, Kentucky, and Tennessee until it had to be reprogrammed from Washington regiments into Missouri regiments. But Arkansas was just forgot because Arkansas is not that important. But is it? It is one of the most important states in this war. It stopped Illinois from falling here. It talked out against the New Vermont troops. It also sided with California Rebellion, New Mexico Rebellion, and the Texas Rebellion. All rebellions that were against the Western states. But they didn't care because they don't care about Arkansas. And they're like, so what? If they take Arkansas, we can just circle it back in and take it. Not if they take it and then take more states with them. Illinois and Oklahoma were taken by force. They couldn't do anything. Missouri fled. After they talked about the Democrats and New Mexico Rebellion like that, they went back into Missouri protesting. Bang, bang, bang. After 1 month of protesting, governors in all 4 states that were still governors at the beginning of the war I just gotta do this. Yes, it's true. All 4 of those states joined them. And why isn't this thing just drawing? Just draw. I gotta get a new one. All 4 of these states joined them. The New Mexico Rebellion, Abiliki Mayor sided against the rebellion. Mayor by mayor left the rebellion until the Santa Fe mayor was about to leave the rebellion. She was about to leave the rebellion, about to announce it's time to leave the rebellion. So right now, I will Utah Salt Lake City Regiment Air Force snipers, Air Force dropper snipers flew over against the cities marked in Capitol buildings and Santa Fe and a couple other towns that still sided with the rebellion, shot the mayors. The governor of the whole state declared it independence and all the mayors followed. After the mayor of Santa Fe died. It was a bad because the governor would have sided. It was best for the state. But now, troops went into Arizona, boom, took it. They took some of Colorado too. Some of Texas too. This is the bad Texas. Texas rebellion grew even bigger. Taking it back. And Houston back. And then a small skirmish in Fort Stockton decided if these 2 rebellions would meet up. A skirmish there was 2 divisions in that fought, and they were spread up in between them to fight all of them. They would still get reinforcements by Dallas Fort FT Mississippi were Arlington and Houston. Houston was under siege. It was behind enemies, but it was still sieged. Now let's go back into the main topic. Next episode, we'll be talking about the Mississippi border, New Mexico rebellion, and more rebellions. Hope you guys like this part 4. If you guys did, hit that like button, and peace out, Girl Scout.